Yo, what's up, people? Doing welcome in, everyone. Hope you've all had a blessed day today. So, let me know if you're watching. Oh, hello. Hello, it's the name. Yeah, I'm doing fine, thank you. How's your day been? Hi, Abby, you alright? Welcome in here. I'm full of cold. Yeah, you were saying the other day, right? Yeah. Hope you feel better soon. It's that time of year, I suppose, isn't it? I had a bit of something a few weeks ago, but it went away pretty quickly, so yeah. And just trying to keep myself healthy and fit and all that, so yeah. Feel naff. I know, well, yeah, just take it easy. Just try and see if you can get some supplements like I said, echinacea is meant to be good for colds, so look at that. Yeah. But yeah, how are you doing, people? I hope you're all well tonight. What's everybody been up to today? So everybody had a good day. If you're new here, can you subscribe, please? That would be really appreciated. Is everybody alright? Lots of fruit juice helps. Yeah, like oranges and stuff, like vitamin C. Vitamin C is supposed to be good for colds, isn't it? I'm not an expert though, but yeah. Thank you for the like, whoever did that. Hello, Tony. Good to see you again. How's your day been? Welcome in here. You alright? It's not been too bad. Hello, Legend is AFK. Welcome in. Thank you for joining me tonight. If you're new here, can you give me a follow? Yeah, so to be honest, not left the house today, sneezing all day. I know. Well, yeah, it's just one of those things. But yeah, just gotta keep yourself hydrated though, because you're gonna be losing a lot of fluids and stuff. So yeah. Anyway, I hope everyone's well. If you're new here, can you subscribe, please? That would be great if you can do that. So yeah, let's just try and get it popping in here. Like the live as well, guys, if you don't mind. We've got 12 people in here, so yeah, just keep liking the live, everybody. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, what's up, people? Is everybody all right? Legend is AFK. You still there? Yeah. What's going on? Let's see what's. The chat seems to have gone a bit quiet now. Oh, are you watching from India? Hello, Sumit Nagar. I'm from the UK. What about yourself? Yeah, I'm from York, England. And again, guys, if you're new here, can you subscribe? Trying to build this up, so yeah. Hello to you, LHCG from Brazil. Nice to meet you. How are you doing? Hello to you, Spring Wig. You look like my English teacher. That's mad, oh, really? I'm gonna make him subscribe to you. All right, okay. Maybe we'll have to compare. Yeah, listening to this and doing some weights. Oh, really? What you're doing with the weights then? Yeah. Yeah. What sort of stuff are you doing with the weights? So basically, I had a comment on my video about the whole thing of going to like Asia and all that for a better life, but I don't understand anything you're saying. I know. That saying that something about says you are descriptively right about the current state and the direction of Western nations. Don't forget, however, that any nation is only as good as the people that make it up. If people like yourself who are aware of these things start leaving en masse, things will only get worse. These other nations you talk about have their own problems, and more than that, they are exactly that. Other nations don't forsake your own because of these problems, which are temporary, be part of the solution. So I responded with, unless bringing Western money over there helps their economy. So I guess you could say there's other problems as well as, I don't know, but not what he was necessarily talking about. But yeah, make sure you subscribe if you're new. Hello to you, Agung. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. Can you speak English, please? I'll take LHCG. Who have we still got in here then? If anybody's new, subscribe, please. Yeah, so anyway, but yeah, welcome in everybody. Hope you all had a good day today. What shall we talk about then? But yeah, basically, it's as good as you make it. Like if we all, I don't know, I guess you could say we should try and make this country better. I mean, you could argue that maybe we should just stay here and try to improve this country instead of leaving it behind to rot. I don't know. You might argue, oh, we could make the country better, but I don't know. It's one of those things. So, can we talk more on methylene? Okay, what do you want to talk about when it comes to methylene and the health benefits? Like I said, it's meant to help some people with their neurological conditions and things like that, and also to improve mitochondrial function and help to give them more energy and you feel less tired. It supposedly can help people who have a stressful life, to help to keep you going and all that. I'm not going to do an Indian accent. It's just that if I do, then it'd probably sound a bit racist or something. I don't know. Yeah, I probably shouldn't really. I don't know. It's probably going to sound really cringy, and like people might think it sounds a bit racist or something. I don't know. It's just if all qualified skilled folks leave, then we'll have what to depend on. Yeah, there is that issue, isn't there, of well, if let's say people who are, I guess it depends. If people who want to be like construction workers will probably stay here anyway, I guess. Maybe those type of people will stay, but yeah, it's just yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like that basically, if let's say you have like all these people who just want to go and live like digital nomads or whatever, and those are probably the types that don't really want to do construction work. It's probably not their thing, because otherwise they probably would be doing that. It's just, yeah. I mean, you might argue that a few construction workers would leave, but probably most of them, the ones that would do construction work, wouldn't probably be leaving. But I don't know. Immigration will increase if Brits leave. What you mean? To try and like fill the void, you're saying? But to the Brits that are leaving, they won't really care, because it's like, well, does it really matter to them? It's like, fuck the country. It's just like going to shit anyway. Might as well leave. That's the kind of mentality. Not saying it's right, but I can see why people are getting sick of this country with the way that it's going, and it doesn't seem to be going in a good direction. But neither is any country. Of course, every country's got its problems. I hear a lot of stuff in other countries. Like you'd be concerned with other things over there, like crime and things like that. Probably more so than here. Self-preservation, yeah. Well, that's it. There's some people who are going to be more concerned about themselves rather than fighting for a nation that's kind of crumbling. But yeah, hello Praveen. Oh really? How would I earn money over there then? Is it because it's like very like the buying power of your money, or purchasing power of your money? This is what I talk about in that different areas and stuff like that. And even in the UK, there's different areas that are more expensive to live than others. For example, London, you're looking at spending thousands of pounds a month just to get yourself a studio or something. It's just crazy. It's the level of inflation out in London is just crazy. It's the prices are just so inflated. So a lot of people would be like, well, I would rather live in the countryside in a nice country house that costs, say, maybe 500,000, let's say, or even less in some cases, versus something that costs millions of pounds in London. Hello, Metric. Good to see you again. How have you been? You alright? Welcome to my live. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here, people. Come to India and do vlog and so much money. Oh, really? Yeah, I mean, I've been thinking about, what I want to do. I'm actually planning to get a static caravan soon and just live in that and maybe do some vlogs around that and the lifestyle of that and inspire people to maybe, move more into that kind of lifestyle, perhaps. Yeah, because what I'm planning to do is to like basically get one of these things that lets me lease it out to people on a short-term basis. Like, for example, you might get like holiday goers who might, stay for a week and they might pay, let's say, a few £100 to stay there. And, that's like, can be like a passive income sort of. I kind of like, I'm reluctant to use that word because technically there is no such thing as passive income, but it's about as close to passive income as you can get. Like, I mean, once you've like got the place and you can, you just let it out to people. You don't really have to do much. You just kind of just have to manage the customers. That's all. And you could even then outsource it eventually. But you don't really necessarily want to do that with that sort of stuff. But because it's going to cost money. But if you it's not going to take that much work to do, and you then got more time to focus on other things because then you're not worrying about paying for all these bills. You can just kind of do odd stuff to make money. Like you can have more freedom with it. It gives you more time freedom and location freedom because you're not tied down to a physical location. But I appreciate, like I said, like things like construction workers and whatever. That those are like obviously necessary trades and things. That's so I'm not saying that people shouldn't be doing that kind of stuff, because when people like they demonize 9 to 5, and of course, like I mean, the thing with like a construction workers, it's at least it's kind of somewhat rewarding in that, like, well, it's going to keep you fit for a start, so it's good in that way, and the pay generally is going to be somewhat decent because they're actually, most of them I understand are actually working for themselves, so they're not actually in the rat race. They're actually working for themselves, like your brickies, your plumbers, all these different like trades are actually working for themselves for the most part. So they can actually make a decent living for themselves, a lot of them. So it's, yeah. Anyway, how are you doing tonight, everybody? Make sure you subscribe if you're new here. So I think that, if that's something you want to do and you want to do something that's active, something that's keeps you on the go, then that would be something I'd recommend. Like, it's, you might not necessarily want to do it all the time, but you could just do like, kind of be like a bit of a handyman, just do some odd jobs that need doing. Maybe you just do some contracts, and then you could then focus on other things and build an online business on the side. So you can kind of just balance things out. You can do, you could do a bit of construction. It helps to keep you fit, because you're moving around a lot. You're moving a lot of weight around, and it's, you see a lot of these like construction workers actually a lot of time in quite good shape, as long as they don't eat crazy amounts of food. Then I think it's hang on, I think with the chat, I'll just check to make sure that I've not missed any comments, see what people are saying, because sorry if I've missed any comments, but let's see who's here. Hang on. So we've got Mr. Seaside says, I've got an iguana that I don't want, but my neighbor was neglecting it and it was skinny, so I had to intervene, but it bit me. Oh God, what the hell? I'd be careful about that. You can even keep iguanas as pets, really? I've not heard about that. All right, iguanas, they sound like they're quite exotic animals, and I don't know really anything too much about iguanas. Like, I think of them as like, I suppose like, well, you can have like things like snakes and stuff like that as pets, but I don't know. I don't know. But how are we doing so what do you guys think? I mean, I think, guys maybe should do more active work, because when all these guys going to the gym like outside of work, and it's like, well, it'd be good if you can actually do your fitness stuff while you're at work, if you're doing a lot of moving around, if you're doing a lot of carpentry and stuff like that, because then it's like you're actually doing something productive. You're actually killing two birds with one stone. Whereas if you're if you're say doing some kind of like office job and you're sat around all day, then you're gonna have to probably go to the gym to. Luckily with my job, I'm always active. Well, it's good to have an active job then, because a lot of these jobs, like office jobs, and they can be very sedentary. So they might have to do something on the side to and sometimes people don't really want to be bothering, like when they've been working like in an office job all day, and then they'd have to do exercise after that. They might be a bit like, I don't really want to, I just want to go home and watch TV or something. But so I don't recommend really people getting into those kind of jobs, but they could be quite soul destroying. How we doing, people? I hope you're all well tonight. Who have we got in here then? Hang on. Aza, how you doing? What's this? Medium, how you doing? Cyber skills are growing in demand. You're on about like like what is it called, like AI and all stuff like that, and like I've heard there's a lot of stuff around AI that's Isaac. Look, who's this? Dick Rudge, how you doing? Welcome in here. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, people. Also like the live, people. 6 likes. Let's get the likes up in here. Yeah. So but yeah, like the other things like artificial intelligence, I've heard is getting big, and things like software development. Like things like training AI and stuff like that's meant to be getting quite big, really. So yeah. But thing is, though, that's not necessarily stuff that most people are interested in. You have to be kind of a bit of like a nerd type of person probably to be interested in that. So yeah, you go with whatever you want to do, because thing is like if you're spending so many hours of the week doing something you don't really want to be doing, then you're probably just going to be miserable. So UK has a national skills shortage, yeah. But I don't know, that's just the way things have become. But yeah, I don't know what can really be done about it. I don't know if it's because like the cost of living crisis maybe playing a part in it, with people having less incentive to work hard now, because they're like, well, what's the point? I'm not going to get that much anyway, because of when they, with all this inflation. But I guess it's like a doomer mentality. Oh yeah, from watching from Nepal, okay. Oh yeah, you've already subscribed. Okay, thank you then, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, how are we doing tonight, everybody? I hope you're all well. Share this out if you can. But yeah, it's just, there's not a lot of skills, but the problem is that not everyone wants to, train up for these things. It's just not what they're interested in. So what you're supposed to do, you can't expect everyone to do shit they don't want to do, I don't know, it's just one of those things, isn't it? So maybe you could say that could halt progression and all that, because if people aren't wanting to actually, do the work that's needed to keep the things going, that are going to keep progressing things when it comes to things like medicine and like technological advancement. I was meant to upload my video, but came back late. Okay, fair enough. There's always tomorrow, but yeah. But yeah, how are we doing tonight, everybody? Hope all is well. Share this out if you can. That'd be really appreciated. 7 likes, thank you very much. Let's get to 10 real quick. Yeah, so I don't know what you suggest, because it's like I like the idea of like people just kind of doing their own thing, like just fulfilling their own destiny. But it's like, well, we've been doing today, says what's this, Mr. Seaside, did a bit of like some rows earlier, some like to work the back and the arms a bit as well. But yeah, other than that, just kind of not a whole lot really, just kind of walking around and stuff. Did a couple of sprints as well, actually. I did like these little sprints. I like to kind of just randomly just kind of do a sprint sometimes. Yeah, I think I'm quite good when it comes to sprints, like the fast twitch muscle fibers and all that. And yeah, but yeah, how are we doing tonight, people? I hope you're all well. Let's share this out if you can. Where are all the regulars at? I don't see anything of Anton yet. I guess it might be a bit early for him. No Dale tonight yet, so I don't know. Yeah, don't think I've seen Lexi for a couple of days. But anyway, who's here then let me know. It says there's 11 people. I'm doing sprinting on Saturday. Oh, really? Yeah, good luck. What, are you going to be like timing it or anything? It'd be interesting to see what time you can get on, like, say, like 100 meters and 200 meters, for example. I'd like to be able to time myself, but I'd have to try and get someone else to time me with it, really. Unless I get one of these, I don't know, you need to, are you timing it? Yeah, you'll have to let me know. Yeah, I would say anything below probably 15 seconds is a really good time, but I don't know exactly what would be considered a good time for the average person, because most people are not really trained for that. I mean, most people would probably take longer than 20 seconds to do 100 meters, I reckon. If anything, I don't know, it might even be, I don't even know what it would be, maybe even 25 seconds, but so most people are just not very fit. Yeah, that's just how it is. It's most people are kind of either lazy or they don't have the best, habits, so they're they're out of shape. They're kind of not really doing the best that they could. A lot of people, I find, some people are just too lazy to actually do what it takes. It's like it kind of shown in like the whole freaking COVID times with the, like how, kind of like even when, they were saying how, people who are obese are actually like more at risk of a severe outcome, but a lot of them didn't actually do anything, and in fact, for a lot of people, actually got worse as a result. So even that couldn't motivate these people to get better. So what hope is there for some people, eh? That even when there's a health scare, that that like hysteria going around, that even that wouldn't make them change. So is there really any? I walked 15 miles today. I timed it. Took me 4 hours 38 minutes. Wow, that's good. Yeah, that's a good distance. How do you feel after that then? Do you feel tired then, or? Because I know like Richard that watches me, does like 10-mile walks sometimes and feels tired after that. So it kind of shows how fit you are if you can do 15 miles in a day. And yeah, why do you walk 15 miles? Well, some people just like to do it for their fitness, or I actually think that walking can be good for like your mind as well, like your mental health. It can help to clear your mind, just getting out, maybe just get yourself into the countryside, just walk around and just get away from it all, just get away from society, and just, yeah, that's what I would recommend anyway. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well tonight. Share this out if you can, and follow me subscribe if you're new here. But yeah, it's good to see that, this is starting to pick up, and we're getting more and more people coming and hanging out with us. It's when I first started coming back on here, it was a bit slow, but yeah. But as I say, Rome wasn't built in a day, so it goes to show how, if you stay consistent with things, eventually things will start to blossom for you. You just have to make little steps every day. And also, life is life is a marathon, not a sprint. So some people try to rush through the process of things, and then they end up actually, like burning themselves out or whatever, and they just go down the wrong path and they lose everything. And I think sometimes we have to embrace the process, because sometimes we're not actually ready for the outcome. Like you see all these like superstars and they get big at like 18 years old or even younger, and they're not ready for that kind of level of success, and then they end up losing it all. It's like, for example, when you get all these lottery winners and none of them are really ready for a life changer like that. and most of them unfortunately end up blowing it within a year or two. They end up in the same situation of where they were before, but now they just realize that it was all for nothing. So they'll probably be in a worse mental state than they were when they started. So be careful what you wish for. Hello, Anton, you all right? Welcome in here. Good to see you again. So yeah, like, if you got to be ready for, like, it's like these things. It's like, are you going to be responsible? So this is the thing. Some people believe in a thing called divine timing, where things happen at the right time for you. But of course, it's not for everybody. If there was such a thing as divine timing, why is it that there's some people who get things at the completely wrong time? But maybe then again, it's like maybe these people didn't listen to like their inner voice telling them that maybe this isn't the right for you. Maybe you have to listen to what like your intuition or whatever, and what it's telling you that if you're, whether it's the right thing to do. And just, yeah, it's just I don't know what to believe. Some people believe in divine timing, and but I see so many people they screw everything up because things get to their head, they get successful, and then boom, they lose everything, they lose their reputation, and they find it very, very difficult to build it back up again. Sometimes they're even in a worse situation than when they first started. So like I said, be careful what you wish for. You have to be responsible. With a lot of success comes a lot of responsibility, and there's going to be a lot of pressure to actually be able to maintain that sort of reputation once you've built it. So that's just the way it is. But yeah, that you have to just really kind of be mindful of that. Yeah, anyway, how are we all doing tonight, people? I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for joining me. If you are new here, can you subscribe, please? Yeah, so anyway, what shall we talk about then? I was thinking about ideas of like new videos and stuff like that. I might talk about some stuff on like the red pill and things like that, and how it's actually toxic for men. And a lot of these guys, kind of watching things like Fresh and Fit, for example, and they get into these echo chambers, and it's just a bunch of guys with like a lot of them times they haven't even had that much experience, and they're just bashing all women and saying that they're all 304s and all that. And I was thinking about making some content on kind of refuting that and saying it's just a very kind of doomer, negative mindset on things. And it's just that whenever you look for all the bad in people, that's all you'll see. When you look for the good in people, that's what you'll see. It's just, that's, it's how we will just like, the brain naturally will look out for whatever we expect, sort of thing. It's like when we think of like, pink cars, for example, or yellow cars or something like that, then we're going to see them everywhere because our subconscious mind will like, it'll bias that thing, and it'll seem like it's everywhere. And this is why I'm not sure about this whole thing when people see this 1111 number all the time, because it's like our subconscious mind will draw us to that. And I think that when people talk about like the law of attraction, that's kind of what it sort of is. It's the subconscious mind will kind of like filter through everything. It'll filter out everything else just to kind of like focus in on that one thing that it wants. It's like how's it going? Whoever's joining me now, what's this? Impulse. We've got Lexi. You all right, Lexi? I was wondering where you were. I've not seen you for a couple of days. Is everything all right with you? Hope all is well. Zach, hang on. Zach, what's going on with this? It's not showing the names for some reason. It's kind of messed up, but yeah. I'm having some issues with this live chat at the moment. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, so what shall we talk about then? Let me know what you'd like to... Oh yeah, was it the God of War? You're right. Oh, it's Zach. Oh yeah, you've changed your name, right? Okay. Been away with Little Signal. Oh yeah. How come you got Little Signal if you're out in the sticks or something like that, or what? back now. That okay, fair enough. But yeah, well, it's good to have you here again. Yeah. What about Area 51 says Impulse? Are you still there, Impulse? I don't really know a lot about it. I just think I don't know. There's a lot of like, people have theories on stuff, and it's just I'm at this point where I just don't know any more about anything. There's a lot of people with a lot of time on their hands, shall we say, who are looking too deep into things, I think. Like, for example, a lot of these conspiracy theories that I used to believe in because I had too much time on my hands and I was just, starting to kind of. And the thing is, I probably because I'm just naturally more cynical in the worldview and all that, and because I just see how people are treat like the lower classes of people, and they're, it can make you more kind of conspiratorially minded, I guess, when you see all the corruption and everything around you, and yeah, but you've got to try and be more balanced than that. Like you're Kamala, all right. Oh, you voted Kamala, did you? Really? I mean, I don't know. It's like people are gonna argue about who should be president and whatever, but at the end of the day, it's just to me they're all just the same. Or you hate Trump, or really? I don't really see it really making that much of a difference, to be honest. And I'd rather not really get into politics, really. But yeah, it's just yeah. Trump very close, Jeffrey Epstein friendship. I mean, I've seen all that, but the thing is, I don't think Joe Biden was any better when you see the way that he was kind of a creep as well. So I just think they're all kind of just they're part of the same kind of club, to be honest. Is how I see it. So yeah, yeah. Anyway, how are we doing, people? They're all creeps in it, Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, how you doing anyway, Mark? Hope you're doing well anyway. Yeah, where is everybody from? I don't want to start getting into arguments about Israel again because this morning, like, someone was asking me about my opinion on Israel, and it ended up turning into an argument on whether Israel, it should, take over Palestine and shit like that, and it was just whether there's any reason to be fighting, and I mean, it's just I don't know, like people are gonna have their opinions, and it's just I'd rather not kind of get into all these sort of things, to be honest. But yeah, I guess you could say like Obama didn't really seem that creepy, but I don't know. But it's usually the ones that seem on the surface quite decent. You just don't know. Like I wouldn't trust any of them because a lot of times the people that get caught for things are the people you would never have expected. It's like, for example, there was a guy from a band called Lost Prophets. And it's like, who would have thought of like he would be capable of such horrendous stuff? When you hear all these charges that were thrown at him. Palestine is a Roman name for the area, right? Yeah. Do you mean it was like from? Is that like what was it called, like Latin or something? What's this? What should I do today? Should I go to the beach or the movies? Well, it's up to you, isn't it? What do you want to do more? So where are you from anyway? Did you say? Yeah, thank you for joining me tonight, people. Share this out if you can. That'd be really appreciated. Abby, are you still there? Thank you for the 11 likes, everybody. Yeah, so anyway, the original name was Philistine. Is it Philistine or Philistine? But yeah, I did not know that. That's interesting. Romans spoke Latin. Yeah, that was like old Italy, wasn't it? Yeah, like because Italian was descended from Latin, same as French and Spanish, and I guess Portuguese as well. They're all Latin derived, from what I remember. I think I heard even Romanian actually, which is kind of odd because it's actually like an Eastern European country, but it's if you look at the language of Romania, it's got a lot of Latin again. Alright. Yeah, is everybody alright then? Hope you're all doing well tonight, people. I've noticed that the chats come back up as well, actually, so yeah. Because I was thinking about, like, if I go live on my phone and I don't have my laptop, then that could be an issue, but yeah, I'm not marrying you, Himanshi, but I hope you find what you're looking for. Anyway, yeah, make sure you subscribe if you're new here and share the live if you can. Why? I don't know you. I don't know who you are, so yeah. Anyway, thank you for joining me tonight, everybody. If you're new here, can you subscribe, please? Thinking about getting, starting up a podcast and getting guests on, and it's really what I want to start doing soon. Love at first sight, oh really? So it's all just based on how I look, is it then? So you don't really know anything about me, you just kind of just see how I look, is that what it is? And then just be like, oh, I want to date you, or want to marry you, or whatever. But you don't know I could be a serial killer. You are so cute, oh really? What? So it's all just based on how I look then, is it? Apparently men are shallow when it comes to when it comes to like, choosing a woman or something, but so you're just basing it off how I look, is it? I don't know, but yeah. I mean, of course everyone can have their own preferences and stuff, but yeah. Oh really? Okay, whatever. This chat's getting a bit ridiculous now. Anyway, who else is still here? Let's just have a quick drink. Yeah, welcome everybody. Share this out if you can. I'm not a child, oh really? So how old are you then? I've heard this thing about, when these guys go over to like Thailand to get to get women, apparently a lot of them might actually be well, there's obviously this thing that a lot of them aren't even real women, as sort of we could say, and that they might even be not even as old as they claim to be as well, which could be quite dodgy. So why are you blushing? I'm not blushing. I'm 29 years old. What is going on here? It's like you're the only person chatting right now. What has happened to all my other chatters? I have to restart this soon, I don't know. It's kind of gone slow now, I don't know. Jenny Zernfoot says, oh my. Goodness. Yeah. Alright, Dale, you're right. I was wondering where you were. You're right, Dale. Good to see you again. This chat's just getting like... I only just got here, been waiting forever for my device to charge up. Oh no, oh well. Well, at least you're here now. That's all that matters. Yeah. Is Abby still there? I don't see Abby, but yeah. Oh yeah, Abby's still there, yeah. Yeah. That's cool. We've got this chat flowing in it, and so notice like on TikTok, usually it's kind of dead over there. Yeah. Yeah, good to see. I did a few like what they call like inverted rows, like the body weight rows earlier. Oh yeah, Lexi's still there. Cool. Yeah. So yeah, I didn't forget about you. I was thinking that I was like, where is Lexi? Yeah, but you're here, so that's good. Yeah. Hello to you. What? Inverted rows. I said inverted rows, like ROWS. Inverted rows good for the back. Yeah. It's good for like thickness of the back. If you want to get like the lats, then you want to do pull-ups or chin-ups, pretty much for that, or lat pull-downs. In fact, you can do lat pull-downs with a supinated grip, and that can actually work your biceps. So that's a tip to like do a compound exercise where you're actually training multiple muscle groups with it. So you could do it with that grip, Um, the thing is, though, you might want to do some stuff where your grip's like that, because then you can work your brachialis. But you could do that for like the like your bent over rows or something like that. So it's good to do it things with different angles and stuff. Then because there's different parts of your forearm that'll be working, and yeah. So but ideally you want to work as many muscle groups at once, really, because then it's just a lot more efficient. In fact, that's a good thing about doing sprints, actually. And even though it's not going to get you massive, but you can actually build fast twitch muscle fibers by doing sprint intervals. And because it's like, it's not like you're lifting weights, but what you're doing is it's like you're basically creating a lot of power, which recruits a lot of fast twitch muscle fibers at once, which is going to cause you to adapt and become more powerful. So yeah, what we're saying, when I go to the gym, I do understand underhand grip lat pull downs, like you said, works the biceps also. Yeah, you'll be able to get more weight as well. You'll be able to like be stronger with that grip, because when you're at that kind of grip, it's a kind of putting you at a disadvantaged position. You'll find that with like chin-ups, you're just a lot stronger with chin-ups, because it's just it's a more leveraged position. Can I join your gym? Nah. But yeah, so why ignore me? Because you're just like spamming. You're not actually really being serious here, are you? I mean, they're just like trolling me or something. Why? What do you mean? This is just getting ridiculous. Anyway, but yeah, what's up, everybody? I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for joining me. Share this out if you can. Subscribe if you're new here. I'm not trolling well. It seems like you are, but if you're not, then it's kind of sad, really. Yeah. Anyway, what we're saying. I just found you cute. Well, I don't know. I just think it's a bit inappropriate to be kind of doing this in a live chat like this. Hello, Melvin. You all right? Nice to meet you, Melvin. Thank you for joining me tonight. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here. Hello, Sharuk. Ahmed, you all right? Where you all from? Nice to meet you. I'm from the UK and York. What about yourself? Thank you for joining me tonight, people. Yeah. Hi, Godzilla. You all right? Godzilla? Yeah, welcome in, Godzilla. Good to see you again. You've been here before, haven't you? Yeah. How's your day been? Yeah, Alexi says just nipping off, but be back soon. Okay, no worries. What you have to do? Oh, nice. You're a gentleman. Okay, no problem. It's just, yeah, I just try my best, but sometimes I can react at times, but I'm trying to just kind of learn to deal with that. I'm here for the Trump impersonation. I'm the greatest Trump impersonator in America. There's no fake news. Yeah. You're right, sprinters tend to have a lot of muscle mass compared to, say, an ultra marathon runner, more powerful. Yeah, well, it's more powerful for short bursts, but when it comes to long distance, you want to have more sustained power rather than it's like, for example, like strength endurance versus like 1 rep maxing. I don't know that person, Sharuk. Who's that? So yeah, it's just, if you try to train for both, you're probably not going to be the best at either, because I mean, yeah, you said there's this interference effect. Like, for example, if you're training for strength or you're training for muscle, then you're not probably going to be as good at like long distance running, for example. And if you're training for long distance running, then you're not going to be building as much muscle and strength. So yeah, it's just kind of, I think it's good to kind of just be more balanced, personally, unless you're training for a specific sport. I just think it's good to have more of a general fitness. And yeah, so wood for fragrance. Oh, really? All right. But yeah, anyway, hope everyone's doing well tonight. Thank you for joining me. If you're new here, can you subscribe, please? Yeah, what we're saying. Ben Johnson or Carl Lewis, okay, they were on steroids, but they looks far more aesthetically pleasing than more thorough. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. It's like more thorough doesn't exactly look so aesthetically pleasing, you could say. Just kind of stringy looking. But for that sport, they kind of have to be like that in order to get the best time, because extra muscle mass beyond a certain point becomes a hindrance more than it actually benefits, because you're carrying around more weight. It's also very I've noticed, because like I put this like weight on and stuff, when I'm like running on an actual like tarmac, it's really a lot of pounding on the joints. It's really not comfortable when you're going really fast for long periods. You're just gonna feel a lot of impact on your joints. So yeah, it, especially after a few miles, really starts to, you feel it in like you also feel it in like your calves and stuff. You really feels like, because of all that pressure that's pushing on it. So yeah, it's like, yeah, you can get more power, but there's also a lot of oxygen demands with that as well, which is gonna we can only like process so much oxygen. So yeah, you're right, bad on the knees and ankles. Yeah, if you're really heavy, then it can be bad, but I'd recommend maybe doing it at the beach, perhaps like doing beach runs and sprints and stuff. That could be a good idea. Also, trail running might be a good idea because it's less impactful. Just after I have dinner to speak to someone about work tomorrow, but I'll be back soon. Speak later, everyone. Yeah, see you in a while. Anyway, but yeah, how's everybody doing tonight? I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for joining me, everybody. If you've got any questions, put them in the chat. Thank you for the 13 likes. Yeah, I don't know about that, Sharuk, if you're still there. Yeah. But yeah, Anton's still there. But yeah, it's just, I think just being balanced is good, because it's like if you're a stringy, distance runner, then you're probably going to be quite weak as well. So yeah. Because I would think about this, like, I'd rather have double the strength and maybe like 10% slower. Like, if you think about it that way, like, if I'm like twice as strong and like powerful, but maybe the other things are a little bit less, then I'd rather have that. So it's kind of like overall I'd be better than if I was just like just a distance runner that I'd be just trained specifically for that. I just wouldn't be as overall as fit, if you get me. Yeah. Yeah, I might have to restart the live soon. Seems to be dropping off in here, but yeah. Tends to drop off after a while, I've noticed sometimes, but so I don't know whether maybe I'll restart in a few minutes. So yeah. Is anybody still there? I know a few said they had to drop off, but yeah. Yeah. So I might just start up a new one in a minute. Might go to the toilet anyway and just then start a new one. So what I might do is just come off here for a minute and come back. So will you guys come back if I start up a new one? I can do that. So yeah. All right. Doesn't seem to be anyone really saying anything, so I don't know what's going on here. Everyone seems to have gone quiet. See you in a minute. Okay, yeah, you'll be back then. Yeah. All right, I'll see you in a minute, guys. Yeah.